Hi, and welcome to today's webinar, introducing the new Pro Automated Scanning Solutions. Presenting today is Christian Benz, our product manager for our scanning solutions. I'm Robert Grotans, the Global Technical Marketing Manager, and I'll be moderating today's webinar. Just a few things to go over before we get started. Due to the number of people that are attending today's webinar, we will keep everyone muted. If you have any questions during this webinar, please feel free to use the questions panel, and we will have time to answer a few at the end. Finally, this webinar will be recorded, and you'll receive a link so that you can review this webinar at your convenience. So with that, I will turn it over to Christian to get things started.
Thanks, Robert. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody, to this webinar. And as Robert just mentioned, in this webinar, I will speak about our new enhanced automatic scanning solutions, which we just announced recently. I will speak about in this webinar about the benefits with that. Yeah. In offset printing environment, you need to control each ink zone and use therefore the color bars for the entire sheet width, as similar as I show it up here. Instead of measuring the patches individually with a handheld instrument, you might want to use a color scanner to save time and with that also substrate. So you might also want to get all the color feedback instantly on one screen immediately when with the guidance to adjust the ink keys. You also might want to reduce waste and shorten the make-ready time with such a solution by more than 40%. And you might want to get seamless reporting to our workflow solution ColorCert or report the G7 data. For this and other topics, the X-Rite scanning solutions will help you. With this webinar, I will provide you with the benefits of using the X-Rite Pro solutions. Let me start with the instrument first. IntelliTrax2, you might know this is the premier non-contact automated scanning solution designed specifically for sheet-fed commercial and folding carton printers. Most scanners which are used around the world are IntelliTraxes, and they can be added to any offset press. The IntelliTrax minimizes the human error when scanning to maximize the efficiency and productivity. One main features of IntelliTrax I like to pick here, which is the support for color bars as small as 2 millimeters. So this helps to save you space especially on packaging materials, and with that also reduce your cost. So you have more space on your sheet for the real image instead of using it for the color bar. So the IntelliTrax is, I think it's a unique feature, can scan 2 millimeter color bars. Especially supported this is with the Luca hand sensor, which automatically detects the color bar. X-Rite provides also the exact auto scanning systems. This one is a newer system, and this system uses the exact as a measurement head. So if you are a user of a exact today, and you might like to step up to automated scanning solution, you can continue to use your exact and just add the track to that and the software to start the scanning a color bar automatically. Also, this solution is kind of flexible, as you can do with the exact. You can still use it for offline spot measurement. You can also do manual scanning, or you can use the same instrument and also here on the track for the automated scanning. So in this solution, as well as the AutoScan, the IntelliTrax solution, helps you to cut your make-ready time by more than 30 or 40%. For years, IntelliTrax2 and Exact AutoScan now have been helping press rooms streamline and shorten the make-ready. Now combining this instrument with the quality assurance, this brings for the highest level of color quality throughout the print workflow. And we call this now the Pro solution. So there is the software which goes with IntelliTrax or with the Exact AutoScan are called the Pro solutions. And the main added values with those solutions, or with the IntelliTrax2 Pro and the Exact AutoScan Pro, are one is the instant feedback on job performance and improved quality control reporting with the ColorCert suite. And the other main feature is the G7 press control system certification. This powerful solution also helps printers to adhere to Idealliance G7 rules. In today's fast-paced production environment, it is imperative to have an integrated, intuitive solution for press site scanning with integration, I should say, to scorecard systems to provide the utmost in color accuracy. So this solution then provides you the operator actional feedback and data integrity when managing a brand quality program. Here I show it how it works. This is the ColorCert integration, how this works with the Pro solutions for IntelliTrax and Exact AutoScan. So on the left here, the pre-media, the pre-press sends a job directly from the ColorCert to the X-Rite Pro solution, and the X-Rite Pro solution is here in the press room. The press operator then scans a sheet and receives instant feedback with the scoring on the screen by using the Pro solution. With this, they can make immediate adjustments to fix the color drift and click a button to send the job results to the ColorCert server. This ColorCert server is here. So brands or the QA department, whoever can evaluate the job performance. So this is the workflow which has been now is now supported with the new ColorCert integration. So here we have ColorCert in the press room. They use IntelliTrax Pro software, and then in the cloud there we have the ColorCert scorecard server. So throughout this process, everyone can view graphically reports, monitor the production data, and evaluate adherence to customer requirements and industry standards. How this looks in the software. In the software, you have this screen. Here I have a job with 3 colors, with a black, a red, and a orange. And here I have all the ink zones, and here you get per ink zone, kind of this bar here shows the density, and it shows you if you are in the right density, or if it is red, then that means you are out of tolerance. So here for the red, I should maybe make some changes for those ink zones or those ink zones. The yellow bars here indicate that you are just at the edge of the tolerance. So this you get immediately, or even during the scan, you get this data on the screen of the software. What is new now with the Pro solution, there is also a scoring up here. You get a sheet score and a job score. So the score for just the last measured sheet, but also the average scoring for the job you are working on. And if you press on such a button, you can get a dashboard. Here, that's the dashboard per sheet with all the same values as you are used from ColorCert. If you're using ColorCert today, this is exactly the same screen. This has been fully embedded into the IntelliTrax software. Or you get a scoring for the whole job, if you like to have the overview of the job performance. You can print then from here, you can create a report with all the job data, everything, which you can provide later with your job or use it for whatever else. Or you can submit from here with push of a button, send the data to the scorecard server in the cloud. So this is how easy it is now with the full integration into the ColorCert workflow. So with that, everybody from brand to the QA, they are using the same data, same data sets, and have visibility to the same data of the print job. When it comes to Idealliance G7 compliance, the Pro solution helps printers to follow the process control guidelines with confidence that each job will be delivered according to industry standards and customer requirements. So the new Pro software now features the Idealliance G7 process control system certification. So the software has been certified by Idealliance. So therewith, IntelliTrax2 Pro and the X-Rite AutoScan Pro enables operators to fully leverage the advantages of G7-based production. All the screens and functionalities of the software have been updated to fully support all the G7 requirements by Idealliance. So I have just saw some screen examples here. There are other screens which help you to print according to G7. And when the job is finished, a graphical report becomes available. Like here, you can create a report, or you can also print a label which shows if that you are aware that you did print this job according to G7 requirements. So summarizing now the Pro solution benefits, here on this screen, I have listed all the main benefits by using the X-Rite Pro software with IntelliTrax2 Pro and X-Rite AutoScan Pro. And I have highlighted here what has been new added with this new software release. So one is the immediate scoring at the press on the job quality and the compliance to support custom requirements. Then to what I just mentioned before, the G7 process control solution and enhanced ISO support ensures the printers that the industry print specifications are met with confidence. And for both G7 and also for PSO, it is easy to set up jobs with as the targets are preloaded in the software, which saves operator the time, reduces the rework, and creates a zero mistake workflow for the job setup. Then the seamless connectivity, what I mentioned before when I showed the workflow, this is seamlessly integrated with the ColorCert, a scorecard server, and the full ColorCert workflow. Then we keep for sure the Pantone connectivity. The Pantone libraries are included free and get automatically updated if required. But you with a license, you get also access to Pantone Live digital standards. The best match function, which helps you to adjust the ink thickness manually based on your delta E deviation, so it gives you the right input. And last but not least, now you get all from one supplier. So this means you have one touch point if there is any support required, but also for training of your solutions. So this is what I show here. This is all available now, and you might have already kind of X-Rite scanning solution. You already might have an IntelliTrax2 or an X-Rite AutoScan with a previous software version. There, it's a simple software upgrade which you can do. You can purchase this through X-Rite to get these additional values with the ColorCert integration, the G7, and all the other things which we did with this update. If you have an older IntelliTrax, not yet IntelliTrax2, there X-Rite offers kind of a do-it-yourself package. So with that, you can exchange the measurement head of your system. You keep the track with that. You just need to replace the head, and you get the new software. That's a package which X-Rite offers. And also, if you have even an older system or any other system, scanning system, then we help you replacing that with the new system. There we have also trading offerings. There I propose you contact your nearest X-Rite reseller or X-Rite directly for that. You might have an older IntelliTrax, and even if the IntelliTrax1, we call it, looks the same as IntelliTrax2 from outside, there are a lot of important differentiators between the older IntelliTraxes and the IntelliTrax2. The connectivity is one of the important differentiators, and this has what I mentioned before with the ColorCert integration, but also the integration if you want to use the latest Pantone libraries or Pantone Live Access. This is only available with IntelliTrax2, but not with the older IntelliTraxes. Also, if you like to validate your system anytime on site, there we offer the Net Profiler solution, which helps you to validate or recalibrate your IntelliTrax anytime on site. You know, you can, for example, monthly check. There are some color patches with that. Check your IntelliTrax system with that to ensure it is working correctly. Then IntelliTrax2 is also measures same. You get the same readings as you get with exact handheld spectrophotometer, as exactly the same measurement head. The measurement engine is integrated in IntelliTrax2 as we use with Exact. Then another important point is IntelliTrax2 supports Windows 10 operating systems, which will be used today. The older IntelliTrax system only support Windows 7, where Microsoft has terminated technical support, which might be a security issue for you. So this is not secure anymore. Those systems there are no more security updates from Microsoft for those solutions. And last but not another one is service and support for all the IntelliTrax RFA. We have RFA and RFB systems, so these were the early IntelliTrax1 systems. This has been discontinued in the meantime, and some of the other features are like what I mentioned before on G7, but also the PSO support. There we have the latest, we support the latest requirements, and also M1 measurement mode. When speaking about a scanning system, there what I showed you before means you can measure something, but then you still need to manually adjust the ink keys of your press. But what helps you most is if you fully automate that. When adding a closed loop solution which directly connects and controls the press. So there is the direct connection to the press. So what you measure, and if it's out of tolerance, then the ink keys at the press get automatically adjusted. Such a solution helps you to even further reduce the make-ready time. As you can see also here with some findings with customers, we do that, and it also helps you to for a short payback period for such a complete solution, especially if you do packaging printing. There, a closed loop solution, the payback period is between 6 and 9 months. Such a solution can be connected to almost all the presses are out there. We support even all the presses can be connected they can then be used with IntelliTrax and automatically adjusted. So this helps you. Such a solution helps you during the make ready to shorten it, but it helps you also to stabilize and standardize the whole production process. And I should also mention X-Rite offers together with partners leasing offerings. We don't do this in all regions of the world. There you need to ask our sales representative or dealers in your region. You know, this is mainly for North American and European customers. So what I mentioned in my presentation, there you can always find this information on our website. There is a lot of information all around that. There is also important, there's ROI calculator where you can enter your production data, you know, how long, for example, make ready time takes for you, how many jobs you do, and whatever. You can enter all, and then it shows you how much savings you can expect with an IntelliTrax or an AutoScan, or also integrated with a closed loop solution, so that you can immediately see how much savings you could get with such a solution. And for sure, we can. This is a high-level ROI calculator, but our sales or our dealers help you to do a more help you to do this ROI calculation. Yeah. There are also nice videos out there in YouTube about the new solutions, about IntelliTrax and AutoScan. Feel free to go out there and look at those. So what are the benefits for commercial printers and folding carton packaging printers? I'm coming now to the summary. So such a solution, as I mentioned before, this helps you to have a faster make ready. It helps you to reduce costs, especially for materials like substrates and inks. It helps you to manage the quality and the consistency of your print jobs. And it helps you to obtain feedback and monitor results and fully integrate with the workflow solutions. So this was my introduction for you to do our new IntelliTrax2 Pro and X-Rite AutoScan Pro solutions. And as Robert mentioned earlier, feel free to post any questions, and I will try to answer those. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Christian. So if anyone does have any questions, feel free to submit them now. While I wait to see if any questions come in, I am going to pop up another polling question. If you are interested in speaking to someone to learn more, get a demo, or a salesperson, feel free to answer this. But I'll give it about 40 seconds to see if any questions come in.